So the cost of living is going to be higher in Florida.
All right, what are we looking at?
So my rent is going up from $2,000 a month to $2,800 a month.
Okay.
Because I have to have a 3-bedroom because Robert and Madison need their own bedrooms. And of course, I have to pay for flood insurance and other things like that.
Okay. All right. And you mentioned food.
Yeah. So the kids eat organic.
She isn't asking for luxury, only stability for her children. Rent rose from $2,000 to $2,800, leaving survival as the only option. A safer home with separate rooms for her son and daughter means higher costs, flood insurance, organic food, and daily expenses. But now the father demands reduced support. Stay tuned.
They're vegan. And so my grocery bill for them is already close to $800 a month.
Okay.
So his opinion that $880 is too much for the kids is wrong. It is a wrong opinion because your children deserve the nutrition they need to grow up big and healthy and strong so they can be college athletes like you want them to.
Okay, so Miss Adams, you said that your rent is going up $800.
Yeah.
You have to pay flood insurance. The children's diet, they eat organic food and they're vegan. Okay, so
he says $880 monthly child support is excessive, but her grocery bills alone reach $800, feeding her kids with organic meals supporting health and athletic futures. She insists raising champions requires sacrifice, not shortcuts. The judge wants details, and the truth is spilling. The father may regret what gets revealed next.
Using the child support for flood insurance and rent too, or are you using it to feed the kids? I just want to make sure I'm clear on what it is that you're saying in regards to his request to get a reduction.
Yes, Your Honor. So the thing is that if I was living in a 1-bedroom because I was by myself, my rent would be a lot lower.
All right.
But I have to get a 3-bedroom because I have a boy and a girl, and I don't want them sleeping in the same bedroom.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I have to get a 3-bedroom, and so it's not just that, it's my electric bill, it's cell phones, because our 5-year-old has a cell phone, so now I have to make sure that we've got...
He wants less responsibility, but she isn't wasting funds. A 3-bedroom home is necessary when raising a boy and girl. Add utilities, insurance, phones. Every dollar has purpose. Even their 5-year-old has one. Just to stay connected with dad. Now the judge questions, is this support for children or covering rent?
Phone line so you can talk to her dad so he can see her 4 times a week on FaceTime.
So about that, he said that he sees the children now 4 times a week, and you're saying that's not true, except for like a FaceTime video or something like that.
He sees the kids on an inconsistent basis.
That's a lie, Your Honor.
Okay. So when you say inconsistent, right now, do you all operate under a standard order where it's like first, third, and fifth?
He has every weekend, and I have during the week.
Okay, so every weekend he has.
Right.
Okay. During that every weekend, it's inconsistent, is what you're saying?
He claims constant visits, 4 times weekly, but her version is FaceTime calls and broken promises. The judge demands clarity. Is this father actively present or presenting fiction? The courtroom grows tense, inconsistencies stacking against him. Custody and financial support now hang in balance. Only facts will decide what happens next.
I mean, it's just all over the place. He just comes and goes and sees the kids whenever is convenient to him, or maybe his girlfriend like turns him down for a date or whatever.
Okay, so that was petty.
What girlfriend you talking about?
We didn't have to go there. We didn't have to go there. So is that what the issue is? Like, you're still mad at him about that story that he told?
Well, okay, so he put in a bid for an upgrade, or the upgrade put in a bid for him or whatever, and now I have to explain to our son why our family fell apart.
Oh, so it's some hurt feelings there. Okay.
She speaks sharply, He appears when convenient, or when his girlfriend cancels plans. Beneath her anger hides real hurt. Their son keeps asking why the family broke apart. The judge must ignore emotional sparks, focusing instead on what provides genuine stability for the children. Now, the truth must outweigh drama.
So, have you already moved to Florida, or is this something that you're intending on doing pretty soon?
Well, I took the job offer and I've already found an
So
apartment.
the answer is yes. You pretty much already...
Everything but the U-Haul, Your Honor.
Okay. So in your court order, do you have a geographic restriction because Dad lives here?
Yes, but he moved just outside of Ellis County, so he's just outside of the geographic restriction, so it's technically lifted, Your Honor.
Okay. And technically is what you said, but is that what your court order said?
She found a new job, secured a Florida home, prepared to relocate. But one detail stands against her: the court order. She claims it lifted after he moved outside county lines. Yet paperwork is clear. One mistake, one misinterpreted word, could cost everything. The courtroom holds her future in its hands.
Well, the court order says Dallas and contiguous counties, and he moved like a mile on the other side of the Ellis County line.
Okay, and I do have a copy of your court order here, and it doesn't mention that it's automatically lifted.
Oh, okay. Well, I was just thinking it was the one that...
O is right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
O
Thank
is
you.
right. What?
I'm sorry.
O is right, because you can't just leave. You can't just do that. You actually have to ask permission to modify this order like he did.
Well, can I modify the order to move to...
1 mile outside Ellis County. That's where Dad moved. She believed that granted freedom to leave too. But the custody order states otherwise. The judge reads carefully, each clause revealing consequences. Suddenly, her planned relocation looks unlawful. A decision is approaching, one that may rewrite both custody and financial responsibilities forever.
Anything for today?
I mean,
It's a yes or no.
No.
Okay. So you're moving without asking the court, can you move? And Dad is still living here.
Well, I guess I just didn't understand the way the order was written, because I had heard that if he moved outside of where it said, then I could move out.
Who did you hear that from? Did you Google? You did one of those Google searches? One of the Google lawyers told you that?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh.
She never filed proper motions, only trusted internet advice. She planned her move without legal steps, but the judge reminds her, Google isn't the law. One wrong assumption threatens custody, support, and credibility. The court clarifies strict rules, leaving her no escape. This time, misunderstanding won't save her situation.
And that's the problem with Googling everything. You should have actually consulted with an attorney who would have interpreted this order properly to you. You can't just move. So let me tell you what we're going to do, because I think this is the fair thing to do. Regardless to whether you say his visits are inconsistent, he say they're consistent, the reality of it is when you move to Florida, he can no longer have access to those kids. So even if he were coming this day, this day, this day, and did every weekend, he won't be able to do that anymore now that you are going to move to Florida.
She insists she's leaving for Florida, but the judge flips everything. If Dad loses access to the children, why should he still pay support? Fairness matters. Without equal visitation, payments may stop. Suddenly, she risks losing not only relocation benefits, but also financial stability. The verdict is getting dangerously close.
So, what I'm not going to touch is your custody arrangement. Not going to touch that at all. This is a child support court. That has nothing to do with us, okay? So I'm not going to touch it at all. You are free to move to Florida. However, he's coming off child support. So then he can use the money, the $880 or so, that he would give you for child support, he can use that to travel to actually see the kids.
But what if he doesn't, Your Honor?
Well, if he doesn't, then after some time of him not doing it consistently, and when I say consistently and consecutively, it needs to at least be about 6 months or something like that, right?
The hammer falls. She can move, but child support disappears. He may use that money to travel, or not. The court won't guess. Instead, he gets 6 months to prove consistent visits. If he fails, payments could return. For now, she faces relocation with zero support. Tension in court explodes.
Then you can come back and let me know, Judge, he's not exercising regularly. I need some support for these 2 kids, right? But absent anything like that, I believe that's in the best interest of the children. And quite frankly, that's fair. You're moving without permission, right? Which is a violation of your court order. So it's only fair that he stops paying child support. So beyond a reduction, he's coming off child support today. Now you will have to keep maintaining the health insurance, okay?
That's fine, Your Honor.
All right, so that, what is it, 362?
Yes, ma'am.
You'll still continue to pay the health insurance, but there will be no child support paid from him to you. Hopefully you guys can come to an...
It's official. No support, unless he disappears for 6 months straight. She's stunned, but the judge is firm. Rules matter. She violated the custody order, and consequences follow. Now the father has freedom and responsibility. But will he remain consistent? Or will the children suffer from broken promises again?
Plan, Your Honor. Once we leave, I plan on giving her a call so we could try to talk about things and kind of get on a good level with each other.
Yeah, I think that can work. And who knows, your job may transfer up here and you may end up being back in Dallas anyway. Now, if that happens, you all would need to come back, because then we need to look at something different about what child support is going to be. But until then, you know, enjoy Florida. All right, is there anything further?
No?
Thank you, Your Honor, for everything. You really made a big change in my life, and I'm glad we came to your court today.
All right, well, you're very welcome. And if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
The hearing ends with a handshake, a promise to communicate better, and maybe rebuild cooperation. The judge saw hope in both parents, a chance for a healthier path. Possibly, a return to Dallas awaits. One truth remains. Families break, but children always need both parents. Like, comment, and subscribe for more.